Okay. Once again, things are not working the way I thought they would be. I am completely out of OBS. This is a completely messed up situation. I should have tested things. I don't even know. All right, let me see if I can go find everybody. If everybody is where I think they are, I need to go bring them to the right place. So I cannot believe that this is not working again. Still, constantly, I have, hold on, let me type this into everybody to get them onto this page. Alrighty then. Hopefully people will be showing up. Oh, it looks like Curtis and Jesse have found me. All right, excelente. So, I don't even know. All I'm trying to do is set a reminder and then also try to learn how to use Streamlabs. But every YouTube video that I watch to try to teach me how to do this teaches me a different way, which is handy because there's different ways, I guess, to do tech stuff. And that's fine. But all of the ways that I tried, like there was this one super quick and easy way that was like, oh, that's super simple. I'll totally do that. And I totally did that a few days ago. And we know what happened there. So then I found this other way and I was like, oh, that looks a little bit more complicated, but it also looks like something that might be more effective considering the easy way wasn't right. So I did that, and it involved transferring stream keys and things. I don't know what a stream key is, don't ask, but I mean, we're at that level of, oh, I hope I'm doing stuff right. And I'm not, apparently, because when I did, I literally step by step by step followed the instructions. I thought I did. Obviously, anyway. So I went to go live, and OBS was like, no, it's a duplicate stream key. And so that's not going to work. Or maybe it was YouTube that said that. I don't know. And then one of the other ones they couldn't even get online basically. So even though I'm totally trying to learn fancy pants stream software, meaning Streamlabs OBS, that is completely out of the equation today. So if lighting or anything looks different, that's because I'm just running straight through YouTube Studio, and YouTube Studio doesn't allow you to do nearly the fancy pants things that OBS and Streamlabs do, which is why I'm trying to learn those. But in the name of like the show must go on, I did what I knew how to do, which is let's just go back to the ultra basics. So this is the ultra basics. So let's see here. It looks like we've got Curtis and Jesse and Mariana and Terry Gilmore and Kenny Casey. I'm so glad to see you guys here. It's been a chatty chat day, or the last couple days. Andy ran that marathon yesterday on YouTube. I caught the end of it. It was super fun. But gosh, I don't think we're going to go 2.5 hours or whatever it is that he did last night. That was a marathon. Oh, good. Thank you, Curtis, for being so understanding. I know you guys are like, have to basically chase me down on YouTube for every stream. I mean, I guess you're used to it by now, so it's not like an inconvenience. You know what you're getting into. One day though, and we'll all celebrate. I don't know what we'll do. We'll all, have a diet can of, or, can of Diet Coke or a beer or, some sparkling water. But when that reminder that I send out actually works, on that day, there will be much rejoicing. We will dance and sing upon the glory of the Lord. Not really, actually, but it'll be a big deal. Yes, you did find the chatter medium 7-Up. I make it a bit of a scavenger hunt. You got to go here for clues. You have to read the chat to find more clues, and you have to click other links. It's not my intention. It's not how social media is supposed to work. But here we are. So thank goodness you're all here. Yeah, I am definitely, this is actually the start of today or the show today is completely on par. Yesterday I stayed up way too late. I probably drank more than I should have. And I'm definitely still feeling the consequences today. Everything is just, I'm like a half a step behind. I'm kind of stupid, but honestly, I really did think that this stream key situation was going to work. I'm very frustrated. And now I'm even not just frustrated, I'm kind of scared about what did I do to my Streamlabs OBS and how did I break it? And more importantly, am I going to be able to fix it? So, yeah, it definitely is an interactive process. Medium 7 up. Deb, hi there. Good to see you. Oh, my lighting and my microphone is great. Yeah, the microphone, despite the fact that it's supposed to be really easy, I had some struggles, but I think I've dialed that in. But anytime that I don't sound good, by all means, like, let me know, because I don't, well, actually, especially today, because I don't have my mixer. That is something that I kind of liked with the OBS. I don't have the mixer, so I can't visually see stuff. So, and I didn't even think, it was such a scramble to go live because nothing was working. I didn't even think to get my headphones, and I don't even know where they are, so I'm not going to look for them to plug them in. So, Lona, good to see you. Good to see you. You watched the stream last night, the last stream. You had a cat that rode on your. Oh, really? You had a cat that rode on your shoulder when you were doing chores at the dairy farm? That is so sweet. As long as the cat didn't dig its claws into your skin, that's not so sweet. None of my cats ever really were shoulder riders, and I was a little bit jealous of people who have cats that ride on their shoulders. I always think that's really cool, but whatever. Okay, cool. Right now, Curtis, you think I sound great. And Jesse, thank you so much for being so patient and kind with your words. Everything is a learning process. And as I have been saying from the beginning of the stream, there is a lot I do not know. I mean, to the point where it's like, I didn't even know all the stuff that I didn't know that I needed to learn to know. I don't know if that made sense, but hey, Mark Hill, good to see you. Good to see you. Gosh, it's so good to see you guys this morning. Well, like I alluded to a few minutes ago, this morning I wasn't in any condition to watch the show, but I did watch some of it in the rerun. And wow, that fire that Poppy Shaney shot a video of is super intense. It's just devastating. And that's really a topic we don't want to talk about because that's just sad. So let's talk about cats. Jesse says, my cat will sometimes climb on my shoulder to get on my back and will just sit down on your back while you're rocking around the house. Wait, how does your cat sit on your back when you're walking? I'm having a hard time envisioning that unless you're walking bent over, which I have done that. So my cat will stay on my back. So if that's what you're talking about, yeah, I actually have done that before. Huma loves the shoulder sits. He tried to climb you earlier, but the cone made him fall on his face. Yeah, so poor kitty, cone of shame. Okay, good, Jesse, you hunched over. All right, then, yeah, I have done that before with kittens. Grown-up cats have never wanted to do that, but I have actually done that for kittens because I want them to ride me on my shoulder and everything. I want them to be on me, so I will let them, and I'll hunch over. Totally. Oh, it was a winter thing. Oh, well, smart cat, right? Yeah, might as well catch the warm body when you can in the Iowa winter, right? So yeah, many layers. No worries about the claws, right? Let's see here. Mariana, well, you want a cat so bad, but your lease doesn't allow it. Yep. So you just feed and love on the stray outside. Well, yeah, there you go. That's fair. And, I don't know if that, Mariana, I don't know if that stray has been neutered or altered. I don't know if it's a boy or a girl, but, if it hasn't, you might want to find a local trap, neuter, return, program that what they do is they trap the feral cats, they get them fixed so they don't have any more babies, but then they return them to where they were found because sometimes the feral cats just won't make good pets, but also the feral cats, that cats are very territorial. And so by removing a cat and, say, placing it in a home, suddenly that territory is open for another feral cat to move in, and you haven't really solved any problems. But by returning the cat after it's been altered, then the cat still retains its home range and keeps the other, ferals at bay, so to speak. And it reduces in that particular home range area for that cat, it reduces the unwanted kittens. So if there is a situation, a organization in your area, you might want to see if they can help you get that little kitty that you're taking care of, and make sure that it's been altered. And then once they do that with those cats, if you've ever seen a cat on the street with an ear that's like cut off, so one of the ears isn't pointy, or conversely, sometimes they cut a V into where the ear used to be pointy, those cats have been trapped already and altered and then re-released back into the wild. That's how they mark a cat that doesn't need to be caught again, I guess is the deal. So I encourage you to look into that. Hey, Marilyn, good to see you. Yes, you found me. I didn't make it easy. But then again, this tech is not making it easy for me to make it easy for you. I'm trying to learn too many things at once is what it boils down to. And so I'm trying to hone one goal at a time. And so we got the mic vaguely under control. The lighting situation right now, even though you guys say, oh, it looks good. Yeah, it's not as good as it could be. But I've noticed, for reasons I don't understand, the effect of the lighting, I seem to get brighter and brighter with each level of technology this video gets streamed through or something. So the lighting is going to take a while to get that dialed in. That's actually, oddly enough, kind of a lower priority, even though you'd like to think I would want to look good on camera, which I do, but there's only so much you can do. Oh, Mariana, good. Okay, so yeah, he's definitely not neutered. Right. Yeah, sometimes that's obvious. So yeah, I don't know how common those organizations are in the South. So I don't know if you will be able to find an organization like that, but I do know that those organizations are everywhere, and it sure doesn't hurt to at least see if you can find one. So Curtis, I should be an Animal Rescue League spokesperson. Your youngest daughter just started with them. Yeah, I am sort of by default. I used to, not that long ago, I had 4.5 cats, as I said. 3 of them were mine who came in the house. Then one of them was a feral who would also come in the house. And then the half cat was another feral that was living under my shed. I have since honed my menagerie down to only 2 cats since then. But yeah, if there's a stray kitty, it knows it's got a home with me, and that's really bad. Hey, Rick, good to see you. You're a small, kind late, but that's okay. Time does fly when you're having Dos Equis. Yeah, you missed my confession about last night's imbibing and how today everything seems to be a half step behind what it should be. It wasn't Dos Equis. It was a fine blue ribbon American beer. In fact, I've got the can right here. Yes, it is a Pabst. Had a few too many of those way too late at night last night. So still all slow. So Rick, it's okay. You're late. I would have been late too. In fact, I was late. If you were here on time, you would have known that I was late. We had stream issues, which I'm sure you figured out since you probably had to click several links to get here. All right, eMusic, you are here. Bukatonk, good to see you. Yeah, so yeah, this is the secret Hamajang hangout, Bukatonk. Yeah, I've got a chat stream. In fact, actually, only 15 minutes into the show. How about this? Welcome to Chatter with Statter. I am streaming, as you guys can tell, a chat show. I'm going to be streaming every Thursday and Sunday from now on. This is actually going to be the last Tuesday show, unless I just get on for fun. But as far as scheduled goes, last Tuesday show. So Thursday at 4:30 p.m. on West Coast, Sunday at 4:30 p.m. on the West Coast, and 1:30 p.m. on Hawaii time, 7:30 p.m. East Coast time. 6:30 p.m. for, I believe it's those central people, and I guess that leaves 5:30 for the mountain time. So yeah, if you want to come hang out and just it's just a chat show at this point. I'm learning. After I learn how to schedule a stream, one of my next goals is to learn how to like put your little chats on the stream so you guys can see what it is and who I'm responding to. And if I can't tackle that, I would like to maybe figure out how to show stuff like, say, a YouTube page, and then we can point and laugh at whatever we're watching together. So those are like my next goals. But considering how long it's taken to learn how to do a simple schedule, I don't know if those goals will ever be achieved. Yeah. So Darlene, you are correct. Thursdays and Sundays after this week. And so this week will kind of be a 3-show week because it'll be a Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, and then Thursday, Sunday, Thursday, Sunday, Thursday, Sunday. I'm thinking that those day spaces apart will give us a lot to talk about because there's only Comfortably Yum. The specific times are going to be the same time on Thursday and Sunday, which is 4:30 p.m. West Coast time, both Thursday and on Sunday, and adjust for your time zone based on that. But I know you're West Coast, so 4:30 p.m. Let's see here. Oh, Mariana, you have your dog and the landlord let you keep her because she's so old. That's nice. That's good because some landlords are really picky about that. But old dogs, it's just like the worst they're gonna do is maybe pee on the carpet because they're beyond the chewing on everything stage and the damage that, rowdy puppies and things. So that's nice that your landlord was reasonable and kind. Darlene, is there anything you can help me with? If you could fly out to my house and sit by me and show me how to do stuff, and that's basically, I think, where I'm at right now. I appreciated it. Now, if I knew what I needed help with and how to ask for that help, you might be able to help me. But like at this point, I don't even know. There's this thing on Streamlabs that's called a scene, and it's like add a scene to your stream. Okay, that's cool, awesome. But here's the deal. I don't know what a scene is. I mean, like, I can add one. I've watched the YouTube tutorial on it, but I still don't know what a scene even is to be added to the stream. So, yeah. So there we go. So I don't know. West Coast, Comfortably Yum, you're saying some EDSSEAP classes. I don't know what that means. I'm not an acronym person. So you're literally, I guess, going to have to spell that out for me. So, oh, Mariana, your dog wears a diaper and sleeps all day. Yeah, see, there you go. That's what's the dog going to do to the apartment? Precisely. Rick, yeah, we are taking very tiny, small baby steps. I mean, baby steps. So let's see here. I'm reading backwards now. Curtis says that he had 5 cats and a dog, now down to 3 cats and one doggy guest. Oh, and 1 dog, I'm assuming, and then 1 doggy guest until Saturday. That's nice that you're able to do little house sitting for the dogs. My cats, even though they handled my dogs, they weren't a fan of any, like, other dogs were not welcome in the house. I definitely could not house sit or doggy sit, whatever, a friend's dog with my cats. Rick says, hey, I'm an old dog, but you don't get away with anything around here. Oh, I'm sure you get away with some things. Yeah, so speaking of animals, and I'm sure you're all waiting, with bated breath, I moved the rat trap from where it was, where the peanut butter had not been getting touched. So I moved it to under the dish or next to the dishwasher in a way that the cats could not get access to it. Because there was evidence, we won't get into evidence, but there was evidence that the rat is still in the house. There's no two ways about that. And it's hanging out by the dishwasher. I cleaned up the evidence, but there was evidence. There might be more evidence today. Anyway, so I put the rat trap baited with a Snickers bar in the area. And then this morning, the Snickers bar was gone. The rat trap was untouched, was still set. So now it's a personal thing. Now it's a vendetta. Now I'm like, all right, no, we're going to figure this one out. But yeah, so the rat is still here. I have not ordered my part yet. I'm on the verge of doing that, but I had to pay my mortgage today, and then I saw what was left in my bank account, and I said, I might wash my dishes by hand for another week. So that's the plan. Curtis, would a scene be like a video? Right, exactly. That was the question I had. Would a scene be like a video? Sure, maybe. I don't know. It might be. Could someone tell me? I mean, yeah, that's sort of what I think, but I truly I don't know. Oh, okay. So Comfortably did spell this out for me. Trying to get self-employment assistance program in before unemployment rolls out, so you can open up a business that I can do tax prep for. Oh, well, that's awesome. I don't really want to do the tax prep for it. Nothing personal. I just don't want to do tax prep anymore. That's just where I'm at. I mean, I'll do it, but my heart's not there anymore. After 20 years, it's too long. I need to change. I need to do something different. I mean, 20 years in taxes, isn't that enough to drive anybody nuts? To be fair, I was nuts before I was in taxes, so there's that. Nani Aloha, good to see you. So happy that you are here. Let's see here. Oh, Rick S. eMusic, you hate to ask here, but do you have the name of the plant that you gave us when we visited? It still looks good and healthy. Oh, no, ask away. I'm very curious what that plant might have been. Yeah, always share gardening tips. Don't feel, chat it up here. Talking about plants. Heck yeah. Get a high-tech rat trap. We're going to need a bigger boat. Yeah, I honestly do. Well, with as long as the rat has lived in my house by the evidence that is before me, he's probably, or she has grown into a nice, healthy specimen. I can only assume we might need a bigger boat. Yeah. So, whatever it is, eMusic that gave you, it's in the mint family. Oh, well, no wonder it's still healthy and going. It's, if it's in the mint family, be sure to keep it in a pot. I'm sure you guys already know this because mint spreads. It's so invasive, which is awesome if you want a lot of mint. But even people who want a lot of mint are like, wow, dude, you need to stop getting into my other stuff because mint grows. Case in point, you've been doing your taxes for 57 years. Rick, you're not done yet? I cracked myself up. Yeah. Oh, you made that mistake with borage? Yeah, I didn't realize that borage spreads so much. But yeah, anything that's invasive like that can, even if you love it, it's just like, all right, man, too much. So, Lona, we do not eat ohana of the varmint. You got it. That is 100% correct. Unfortunately, I have a cousin rat who has decided to sleep on my couch under the dishwasher for the last couple months, and he got to go. So, oh good. I crack you guys up too. Excellent. Oh, Christopher Graves, you have an abundance of random pumpkins growing everywhere. Okay, now where are you roughly located? I've tried to grow pumpkins, and even though my yard is very warm and gets a ton of sun. Pumpkins just don't. It seems like pumpkins like humidity, and I don't have humidity in my backyard. Where roughly, in the country, in the States do you live? Where is it that the pumpkins grow wild and free? That's what I'm asking you. Um, oh, okay, weird. It looks eMusic gave Darlene and Rick a plant that looks like a jade plant but has a mint fragrance. Well, now that's interesting. Oh no. Jesse, that's awful. You had a big pink plumeria in your front yard for like 6 or 7 years, but then when Hurricane Irma hit, it uprooted and fell over, and your dad wouldn't replant it, so you lost it. I wonder why he didn't replant it. Because plumeria, I mean, that's a 6 or 7 years. That's a mature plant, and mature plants, you want to keep those. Plus, plumeria, I don't like the scent of flowers very much, but I really like the scent of plumeria. Plumeria is one of the few flowers that not only do I like the scent of it, because in my yard when lived in Hawaii, the yard with with the too many mangoes, uh, that yard had a bunch of plumeria trees, and the smell just reminds me of living in Hawaii. Um, so Christopher, you like to grow them, but there's such thing as squash beetles. I've never heard of squash beetles. Okay, you're in Texas. All right. I don't know if Lubbock, Texas is in the humid part of Texas or not, but I'm going to assume it's a little bit more humid than what I've got up here in the Pacific Northwest. So, um, hit the road, rat, and don't you come back no more. Yeah, you're right. That's a good song, and that's exactly the theme of the day. So wait, hold on. Curtis. Oh, okay. So Curtis suggests, sorry about reading that with my mouth wide open, but it was fascinating apparently, and I was all agape. So try putting marshmallow on the bait pad, like smash it on like roasting over an open fire. Don't know if it's going to work, but raccoons love them. Caught many in live traps for relocation. Interesting. Well, I got another piece of Snicker. Well, I got a whole Snickers bar that I'm going to use a piece of it for the bait in the trap tonight. But if that doesn't work, or rather if it gets eaten again without the trap getting set off, the marshmallow might be my next try, especially since I don't like marshmallows, and so I can have a bag of marshmallows for bait and not worry about me eating them. Whereas I'm going to be honest, I use a part of that Snickers bar for the trap, and the rest of the Snickers bar goes into this trap, because I like Snickers bars. So, let's see here. Oh, okay. Okay. So, no, comfortably yum. First off, you can have too much mango. There are bodily consequences to eating such a fibrous fruit in large quantities. We'll just leave it at that. And but in theory, I agree with you until later when I realized, oh, that was too much mango. Um, so, and Jesse, your dad said he'd keep finding a new place for the plumeria, but because he didn't like where it was, and you kept reminding him, but it never. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I suppose if you're gonna dig a whole new hole that's big enough for a mature plant, I can see how replanting it suddenly turns into a chore that you're not gonna be too eager to hop on. So, let's see. Yeah, medium 7 Up, the plumeria is to me, it's the scent of Hawaii. I'm sure other people associate other things, other smells, but for me, the plumeria is undoubtedly what Hawaii smells like to my brain. Jesse, pink plumerias are your favorite flower and plant. Yeah, I really like the yellow plumerias a lot. I mean, the pink ones are gorgeous without a doubt. And the pink ones really are, when I think of plumeria, the mental image I get. But the yellow ones, I think, are my favorite. I'm going to assume, but I can't remember. I'm going to assume it was yellow plumeria that was in my yard when I was growing up, which is maybe why they're my favorite. But I actually don't remember if they were pink or yellow in or white actually in my yard. So I'm making all that part up. Medium 7 Up, you were just thinking, how does she not just eat the whole Snickers bar? Well, I do, except for the part that I like, basically the part that I tear off and put on the rat trap. Obviously, once it touches the rat trap, is just not for human consumption anymore. And then I wash my hands, and then the rest of the Snickers bars, yeah, it's there's no saving of the Snickers bar. Yeah, I had to go buy another one. The guy at the 7-Eleven, I normally don't buy candy bars, so he was sort of looking at me like, 2 in a row? He was like, yep, that's right. Yeah, so oh yeah, Terry, you were making the barbecue sauce. So, what kind of barbecue sauce were you making? Was it like a mustard base? Was it a ketchup based? I make a good teriyaki sauce. It's my mom learned it in Hawaii. Super simple recipe. It's 1 part ketchup, 1 part soy sauce, 1 part sugar, 1 part cheap beer, garlic and ginger to taste, and then black pepper, I guess, as well. And just, heat it up till the sugar melts and it all mixes. It's really good sauce that way. And sometimes I even add peanut butter to it and like make a little sauce for my green beans. Super tasty. Super tasty. Okay, so Terry, you're telling me. All right, wait, we've got so many things going on. Okay, yeah, all right, yeah. Well, Kenny, okay, yeah, you're right. Andy even jokingly said that, and even though it was a joke, I kind of took it. I did consider it, and I am considering it. Yeah, the hose obviously was a delectable treat for that stupid rat. So I might end up putting some hose, uh, like yeah, peanut butter in the hose or something like that. Really, jasmine is associated with San Francisco? I didn't know that. I'm not a fan of the smell of jasmine. It's really overwhelming. It's a heavy fragrance. I don't like it. I don't like wisteria. I don't like lilies. I've already said that. Last stream, I think, was the really florally fragrances are not really my favorite, except for plumeria. For some reason, plumeria hits my nose just fine. Oh gosh, okay, so you made a chimichurri sauce for steak. You use carrot tops instead of parsley with garlic, red peppers, olive oil, red wine vinegar. That sounds like a good chimichurri. Chimichurri is sometimes a really bland sauce. But um what am I trying to say? The carrot tops, I was just watching a cooking show about this, or not about this, but where one of the chef judges was complimenting one of the home cook contestants on using the carrot tops because they're such an unused delicacy that people throw away when they really should be using them. And so that's cool. You're using the carrot tops instead of parsley. And adding the red pepper with the red wine vinegar, that sounds pretty good, actually. Mango rash. If you eat mango not cut up, you get a rash around your lips. Interesting. No, I don't know if I have heard of that, but honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if I, as a child, got that. I mean, I ate so many mangoes. If there was an ailment that mangoes could give somebody, I probably did end up with it. I just remember one one of the problems more than others. But do you suppose it has something to do with like sap in the skin or something that makes the rash around your lips, e-music? Um let's see here. Yeah, and then also Terry, okay, so I've got so many questions for you. You were talking about shower trees. I don't even know what that is. Are I'm assuming like they've got maybe flowers that look like a shower head or something. Um Your friend's mom became allergic to bananas because she ate so many of them through the years? Wow, that's a lot. I've heard of some people though, like I was reading an article about this vegan couple that I think like ran a marathon every day for a month or something, which is insane to me, but okay, you be you. And basically they lived off bananas. Bananas were pretty much what they ate. And it just ugh, I I mean, I like bananas, but I can't even imagine. I've tried eating those, um, what is it, the low carb banana pancakes, and it's just like it's not a pancake. It tastes like banana with egg. Who are we kidding? It tastes like a banana with egg, and it's edible, but it's not a pancake. It's a banana mixed with egg, and you fried it in a flat thing. It doesn't taste like a pancake at all. Um, So yeah, I'm assuming, yeah, Marilyn McQueen and then medium 7 Up mango rash. I would assume it sounds like it's got to be some kind of allergic reaction. Um, oh, shower trees can grow to be ginormous. Their pods look like tamarind, but I know what tamarind is actually. But open up to gorgeous blooms that fall like cherry blossoms do. Interesting. Okay, yeah, I can see why they're called shower trees then, because I mean the cherry blossoms look like snow on the ground once the petals fall and everything. It's awesome. Mad Statter, do I like Eddie Izzard? I do. I haven't seen any of their comedy specials recently, but everything I don't know if they've got a new one out, but everything I've ever watched from them is funny. I mean, pardon me, I'm assuming I don't know if Eddie is identifying as a she or a they. I know a long time ago he did identify as a he. And I found at that point in his career, um, his gender bending to be so refreshing. I believe, am I making this up? Has Eddie decided that they are a she, or are they going by they? If anyone can tell me that. I can't remember, but I do feel like they made an announcement a while ago about that very topic. Um, so okay, e-music, it is something, yes, some sort of sap or something, probably in the mango peel. Um, let's see here. Jesse, oh, you know what? You hate bananas now. You used to like them cut up in Cheerios, but now you can't stand the taste of the texture. I'm exactly like that. I used to eat, a banana a day, mixed in with fruit or mixed in with the cereal, whatever, bananas, whatever. They were just there. They were good. They were fine. Now the texture makes me gag, and it something about I don't know what it is, but they make my gums hurt and itch when I eat them. And I remember when I was in elementary school, a girl named Kim Kraft in first grade. I don't know why I remember this, but she used to say she didn't like bananas because they made her teeth hurt, and everybody made fun of her. And I have no doubt in my mind that I was one of the people that made fun of her, because how does a banana make your teeth hurt? Bananas are soft. Well, Kim Kraft, I'm sorry I made fun of you. Bananas make my teeth hurt now. Yeah, I understand. I feel your pain. I'm sorry, Kim Kraft. I was wrong. You were right. You were. Um, okay, medium. She did recently start going by she. Okay, thank you for correcting me on that. I thought I thought so when I used the term he, I knew I was wrong. I just couldn't remember if they were they or a she now. Fantastic. Thank you for answering that. Um, so uh the wild honey mangoes in Philippines, you eat the peel and all. I like the green ones too, but most of your family doesn't. They're too tart. Christopher Graves, I grew up not eating those honey mangoes. I grew up eating the bigger green and red and, the typical ones. Uh, and I don't know if they just don't travel as well, but on the mainland, sometimes the texture of those are just not. I don't know, maybe as I got older, my texture thing is different or whatever, but it doesn't. I don't like mangoes nearly as much as I used to as a kid. But those honey mangoes, Oh my God. Give me, I don't eat the skins though. I didn't know you could do that. But oh, the honey mangoes are a superior mango. And I know I probably just set off a flame war between the Philippines and Hawaii in regards to who has the better mango. But that honey mango is, it might be a hill I die on, but it's a superior mango. It's delicious. Hmm. Okay, so medium. Do I know about Eddie's amazing athletic achievements? No, I had no idea that she was even known or associated with academic achievements other than walking around in heels like a boss. What are these athletic achievements that Eddie did back in the day or recently? Yeah, tell me about it, Miles. Um, Okay, interesting. You used to like Terry Gilmore used to like bananas, but they no longer like you and give you an itchy, swollen throat. Well, that sounds like an allergic reaction. And anytime you get a swollen throat, that needs to stop because I breathe through my throat. You might be like a cockroach and be able to breathe through your sides, but I'm thinking when I met you, you were a person and not a cockroach. So I'm guessing that you breathe through your throat too. But then again, you could have been a cockroach in an extraordinarily phenomenal human suit. And well, you fooled me. Oh, that's why you're asking that. Okay, 20, she ran 27 marathons in 27 days and several other nutso feats. Right. Yeah, exactly. 27 marathons in 27 days. Are you kidding me? Why would you do that? 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 But more power. My knees hurt just thinking about it. But awesome. Good for her. Good for anybody who does that. 27 marathons in 20 days. Yes. I don't think I could do 25Ks in 20 days. So yeah, no. Um, right, Jesse. I wish I could do even one marathon. Like I said, I could probably maybe do a 5K and that's about it. And trust me, there'd be no running in the 5K involved. Good Lord. Um, okay, and then also over quarantine did 31 marathons virtually in 31 days on a treadmill. I don't know. I don't know why, but and this doesn't make any sense, but to me it seems like running a marathon on a treadmill would be easier than running a marathon in real life. And I have no reason for that thought, but that just is what it seems to me. So yeah, when I met Terry, I didn't think she was a cockroach, and she confirms that she's not, but that's something a cockroach would say, right? If in a cockroach in a human suit, that is just something they would say. But um yeah, exactly, Kenny. If you're not running from zombies or trying to catch the ice cream truck where I run, well, I'll actually top that question. I don't really even understand the point in running from zombies. I mean, it's just like, just let it happen. Just become a zombie. What are they going to do when you're a zombie? Kill you more? You're already dead-ish, sort of. What I mean, I don't know. I never really understood that whole zombie thing. It's like, just if you can't beat them, join them. Just be a zombie. Like, what's wrong with that? Someone explain to me. Um, so let's see here. Terry Gilmore, I wonder if Eddie did cumulative kilometers on the treadmill instead of continuous, because 31 in 31 days seems almost not humanly possible. Yeah, I did what I did. I think actually that's why I think the treadmill would be easier, because it's like, I'll run 5 now and then another 5. And then, so, you end up in one day running 26 miles, but it's not necessarily 26 miles continuously. And that seems a little bit like a cheat. And I'm not so sure you could be like, I ran a marathon if you did it that way. On the other hand, if I was going to run a marathon, that would most likely be the way I would do it, is, 5 miles at a time over the span of a day on a treadmill. But you're right, Miles. that's what I was thinking. So on the treadmill, there's no exposure to the elements, which would make it easier, but there is exposure to extreme boredom, which kind of wouldn't make it easier. That's why when I first was like, yeah, it'd be easier, I bet. But then my voice was in my head was like, I don't really know. I think there's other factors that might make it harder, like boredom and focus. So, you recently bought Just Dance for your Nintendo Switch to try to lose some weight because you feel too self-conscious for a gym. Yeah, I can totally appreciate that logic, 100%. And also, to tell you the truth, even before the pandemic, gyms, no matter how clean they were, because the gym that I belong to, yes, I actually belong to a gym for a while. Um, some gyms, when you walk in, it's like, oh, it smells like gross old sweat. The gym that I went to did not smell like gross old sweat. They kept it clean. I mean, it was a clean gym, but even still, it's a bunch of people on equipment. It's ooky. I feel like gyms are an enclosed space with a lot of people breathing hard. And so even if I was in bikini body shape, I mean, yeah, we can get into the argument that I am, but you know what I mean. Even if I wasn't self-conscious about jiggling in public, I'm not so sure after the pandemic I would feel comfortable in a gym, even if my body was socially acceptable to be in a gym. I'm not trying to, you know what I'm trying to say. I think that I would probably want to just still stay at home, or, I think that that's a good idea that you did that. Oh my God, Medium 7 Up, you are such a liar. 32 marathons in 31 days. All right. Eddie Izzard, she's a beast. She's insane. I think certifiable. I'm going to have to look up the paperwork. I'm sure they've got it in triplicate, because 32 marathons in 31 days, that is enough to get you labeled insane. Yes, mad statter. I am mad, and it takes one to know one. And Eddie Izzard is also mad. Right, comfortably young, precisely. 3 people who caught MRSA at gyms. No, thank you. Right, it's that kind of stuff. It's not. It's like I said, even before the pandemic, there's other ooky stuff that it's just I don't like gyms that much. I mean, I don't like gyms for a lot of reasons, but that's one of the reasons. And sure, you could call it an excuse. It probably is, but it's legitimate. You guys, right, right. Um, Nani Aloha, it felt like Uki. Would that be Uji's cousin? Absolutely. Yeah, part of the same for sure. Yeah, cousins without a doubt. They know each other well. You'd think that they were twins, but they're from 2 different moms. So yeah, fully cousins. Yep. Um so yeah, you'd only consider using a treadmill. You want to be a runner, but you don't like the heat or the humidity. Then I don't think you want to be a runner. I'm not trying to tell you how to live your life, but I'm seeing some cognitive disconnects there. You don't like heat or humidity, but you want to be a runner. You gonna go running in Alaska? Because that might be where you need to go. Let's see here. Yeah, you want to go swimming too, Jesse, but the cleanliness of the pools. Oh, you gotta. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and then the locker room. Okay, so. Oh my God. All right. So apparently Eddie Izzard is not the only certified person in the world. There's this woman that Rick S. brings to our attention, Alyssa Clark. Her daily marathon journey came to an end on July 4th, 2020, after 95 consecutive days running a marathon. I hope that she had a sponsor for her tennis shoes. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. So Darlene, yeah, and Terry, so true. The virus still isn't gone. Exactly, and the virus still isn't gone. Right, exactly. I mean, even if it was, I'd still be freaked out for gyms. But right now, yeah, the virus isn't gone. And yeah, most people who are vaccinated, I'm fully vaccinated. I hope you guys are on the verge of being fully vaccinated, if not. But it seems like the vast majority, I mean, like 99.7% of the new cases are people who are not fully vaccinated. And most of them are that Delta variant, which apparently is pretty contagious. So, yeah, it's still hanging around in the air. Um, so let's see here. Jesse, you bring up a good point, one that I hadn't really thought about. Running in cold weather is good, but running in Alaska could have its own issues. Correct. That is true. No need for a cougar or a lynx or a grizzly bear to be like, hey, want to play chase? I can chase you. Who runs faster, human or bear? Answer, bear. Even Eddie Izzard, running 32 marathons in 31 days, could not outrun a bear. Let's see here. Yeah, well, her dedication to running and drinking enough water. Honestly, Jesse, that drinking enough water thing is a struggle like you wouldn't even believe. Yeah, that is an admirable trait. So let's see here. Treadmills are only good for when the power grid fails or a live Rammstein show. I don't understand how that would even work, Kenny, because treadmills need the power to move. And I definitely don't understand. Are you telling me that you would take a treadmill to a Rammstein show? Rammstein? I don't know how to say that name. I'm not so sure that security would let you in with that. Like, they're going to notice when they pat you down, unless you've got a really good place to hide it. But a treadmill, like, I don't know, man. I don't think I've got a purse that's big enough to carry that. And they're going to look in my purse. I don't know. So let's see here. Mariana, this is Random Med Satter. What kind of music do you enjoy listening to? I listen to a whole lot of the same artists over and over again. I listen to Lono a lot. I listen to Jesse Dayton. Jesse Dayton is a country singer who's been around for about 20 years. Not many people have heard of him, but I really like his stuff. He does some rockabilly stuff too. And then I really like Green Day, and I really like the Super Suckers. And other than that, I don't actually listen to a whole lot of music other than the songs that I liked back in the day, as it were. But if I had to go and pick a serious radio station or whatever, I would probably look for a country station that focused on country music from like the 50s through the 70s would be the radio station that I would choose. Like, when I find old school country radio stations on AM that play that music, I will listen to huge amounts of disruption and static just to hear a white sport coat and a pink carnation. Come on, I will listen to that radio station until it has faded from any reception, and I'm just hallucinating the songs through the static kind of thing. So that would, I guess, be where I would be. So, Mariana, Green Day is one of your favorites. Yeah, I'll tell you. Mike Dirnt, the bass player for Green Day, is probably one of my favorite bass players. Green Day is so fun, and sure, whatever. People make fun of them because they're a pop punk band that sold out. I don't care. I love their music. I love their music. I don't have all of their albums. I don't have I think the last couple that they released, the 3-pack that they released, I don't have that one yet. But yeah, Green Day from I have all the stuff up through the one after American Idiot, the 21st Century, whatever. I can't remember what one that was called, but the one after American Idiot, all of them up to and through American Idiot, and the one after that I have. Anything after that, I don't know if I have it. I can't remember, and I don't think I do. So, Mariana, you love old school country? Yeah, I'll tell you what, man. Just give me if it's got some dobro, some slide guitar. Oh, I'm a happy camper. I am a happy camper. So Kenny Casey, how cool that you like the country music you grew up. Dude, I grew up on it. My dad, that's my sister and I both. It's just like if you put a Johnny Cash song on, we're good. We're good. It's all good. You know, you want to sing some random Oak Ridge Boys, that's cool. Put that on too. Like, you know, oh, what's that one guy? Oh, you know, back in the 70s when country kind of had the disco thing going on. I mean, country was a big deal in the 70s. Country was everywhere in the 70s. I just, you know, I was a kid of the 70s. And so, yeah, that was the music that was on the radio stations at my house. So it's just ingrained in me. Oh, okay. Rammstein's live video for Du Hast. Homeboys on a keyboard is on a treadmill. All right, I get the joke now. I've never seen that Rammstein. I don't think I've ever seen a Rammstein video, so I certainly never have seen that one. Uh, Hotter than the $2 pistol. Yeah, there's some good. Yep, there's some good. Those country back folk have some real wordsmithing they do. Let's see here. Oh my God, Terry Gilmore, I love your girlfriend. A long time ago, my girlfriend and I came home from an Oktoberfest party. She had 6 huge beer steins in her purse. I respect that. I remember going to Pride a few years ago up on Capitol Hill in Seattle. And for the most part, Seattle doesn't allow you to wander the streets with alcohol. But during Pride, security gets way looser than it is on the usual nights. And so I ended up getting, you know, a pint of beer, walking out of the restaurant with the pint of beer, you know, drinking it over. And so then I, you know, put it in my purse, and then, you know, I went to a different bar, and I ended up with, I think, 3 pint glasses in my purse from different places. So they're still in my cupboard. You know, oops. Oh, sorry. I stole that. I didn't mean to steal it, but I did. So let's see here. Comfortably Yum. Yeah, Hurt. Johnny Cash is Hurt. You like it better than 9 Inch Nails. 9 Inch Nails likes the version better than not Johnny Cash's version better than 9 Inch Nails version. I believe Trent Reznor, once he heard that version that Johnny did of Hurt, he said, "Oh, well, that's a Johnny Cash song now. That's not our song. This is that's a Johnny Cash song now." So yeah, I think everybody who's heard both versions agrees that Johnny Cash's version is the better one. And honestly, 9 Inch Nails version it's a really good song. Had somebody said to me, someone is going to come along and make a better version of this song, I'd just be like, you've got to be kidding me. That's not really, how would you do that? This is one of Trent Reznor's best works. Not even a fan of 9 Inch Nails. I mean, I don't dislike them, but they're meh. But I can appreciate, like, this is actually a really good song. And Johnny Cash went and made it better. Let's see here. Comfortably, I should watch Rustler's Rhapsody with Tom Berenger. I don't know. Is that a movie, Comfortably Yum? I'll have to write that down. By the way, you guys, I don't know if you've got a primary coming up in your area, but in our area we do. So don't forget to vote. I already voted, so I'm going to use my envelope because we vote by mail here. I'm going to use an envelope to write down. Hey, C Honda, are you here? Looky what I'm using. Yeah, okay, so Comfortably Yum says I need to Rustler's Rhapsody. All right, I'll Google that and I'll see what I can find. I did Mad Setter, did I have to watch Hee-Haw too? Yeah, I did. Well, I didn't have to watch it, but there was nothing else on, I mean, what, there was 3 channels at that time, not including Channel 9, and, it was Sunday afternoon, and then I think after Hee-Haw, Lawrence Welk came on, and that was time to leave the room, but yeah, I watched plenty Hee-Haw, although it wasn't really I was young enough that I didn't really appreciate Hee-Haw, um, the way I do now. Like, I go back and I will go down a YouTube rabbit hole and just watch old Hee-Haw episodes because of the amazing old school country artists that were just literally on my TV every week. It was, yeah, I watch Hee-Haw now more as an adult than I did when it was running. Um, so let's see here. Yeah, Hee-Haw was on one of the 3 channels I grew up on. Yeah, you know what's going on. You know what's going on, Curtis. Yeah, Terry, if you're ever in Nashville, you highly recommend the Country Music Hall of Fame Museum. Fantastic setup, walk through musical history, regardless of your taste. Oh, absolutely. I didn't. I've driven through Nashville once, but I was on a road trip across the country coming home, and I'd been on the road for close to a month at that point. So I did not stop in Nashville, and I have to say that is one of my biggest regrets in regards to road tripping and things I could have done but chose not to. I really, really am bummed that I made the conscious decision to just drive through Nashville. And yeah, I really wish that I hadn't. Let's see here. So okay, eMusic, I'll see you maybe on the Daily Pigeon, or hopefully I'll see you on Thursday at my next stream. Thank you so much for coming out. Yeah, it was super fun chatter, everybody. Everybody makes the chatter fun. So the movie The Rustler's Rhapsody is a Western comedy. Oh, okay, that might be cute. That'll be fun. Jesse, I feel like I've heard Kenny Casey talking about 21 Pilots. And I cannot pull up a song in my head that 21 Pilots does, but Imagine Dragons, while I cannot pull up a song that they do in my head either, I feel like I do like them. I feel like I've heard them in the periphery of my being. So, Darlene, yeah, museums are cool and all the different ones out there are so informative and fun. Yeah, it's funny you should say that. My little town of Burien just opened a museum of the history of the area, and I haven't been there yet, but from what I understand, even though our area seems like there's no history here. What happened here? Apparently a lot. Like, actually, there's a lot that's going on in that museum. So I need to go check out my little museum. And then also another thing that we've got in Burien is the Railroad Museum, which I've never checked out, but I kind of want to, because I think, I don't know, I think trains are kind of cool. Roy Clark and Buck Owens. Yeah, Roy Clark and Buck Owens were the stars of Hee-Haw. I mean, that's, yeah, that's when okay, when I think of Hee-Haw, I think of 2 things. I think of Roy Clark and Buck Owens in the cornfield telling the stupid jokes, and what's the other one? What's the other one, do you think? The other person, it's a person. I'll give you a hint. It's a lady. Who's the lady that I'm thinking of? I think you know. She's got the price tag. That's right. I think Minnie Pearl, I think. Yeah, those are the folks I think of when I think of Hee-Haw. Yep. You got it comfortably. Yep, Minnie Pearl. Yep, that's the one. That's the one. Those are the oh, Ruth Buzzy. Is that maybe her real name? Oh, I'm not gonna look it up online, but I'm gonna write it down. See, Hondo, Ruth Buzzy, is that Minnie Pearl's real name, or is that a different person from Hee-Haw that I don't remember? Oh, Ruth. Oh, all right. Comfortably, I'm stepping. No, Ruth was on Laugh-In. I don't ever remember watching Laugh-In. I don't know if it was before my time or if my parents just didn't groove on that show. I don't ever. I see, clips of it on YouTube now, and there's nothing about that rings a bell forever being in my life. Comfortably young. Wait, I'm dating myself. That's okay. That's okay. Not too many of us here on the stream are spring chickens, so I don't think you need to worry about that. Oh, that's funny. Oh, Mariana. Okay, cool. You used to really enjoy 21 Pilots and Imagine Dragons. Okay, excellent. Yeah, I do think we have a couple young bucks like Mariana. I think, yeah. So Lulu Roman, I don't know who Lulu Roman was. Let's see here. I'm gonna go write Lulu Roman down. Gonna do some Google searches. All right then. So oh, awesome, cool. We've got some 21 Pilots talk going on. I'm gonna go see if I can actually listen to 21 Pilots and go, oh, that's their song. Or oh, that's their songs. So yeah, if you want to confuse me, talk about new current artists. Exactly. I don't, yeah, I'm not very good at new artists. Although the other day I was flipping through the radio stations and I heard this one song and I was like, wait, I think I know this song. And I think I know, oh, it's Call Me By Your Name by Lil Nas X. I actually knew it and I was so proud of myself. But that's pretty much the only new song in the world that I could identify. And the only reason why I could identify that is because Lil Nas X had played Saturday Night Live like the week before playing that song. So I was like, oh yeah. Like Linkin Park, like, do I like Linkin Park? Not a big fan of Linkin Park. And but Numb by Linkin, I'll have to check out. I can't remember. Linkin Park came out during a time when there was a lot of rap rock fusion bands. Some of them were doing it better than others. Linkin Park was one of those bands that were kind of like some of the stuff I liked, some of the stuff I did not like. Sort of like 311. My sister was a huge 311 fan. I didn't mind them, but I couldn't listen to them for too long. They kind of were boring. So yeah, okay, Andre, hello. You thought no more on Tuesday. You are sort of correct. On Sunday, I said that this would be the last Tuesday. And then after this Tuesday, you are correct. No more Tuesdays. So this week we're doing a Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday. But then after this weekend, it will just be Thursday, Sunday, Thursday, Sunday, Thursday, Sunday. That way I figure, just in case I don't have enough to talk about, with one day apart, basically. But already today I had nothing to talk about other than my rat that is still loose. And here we are. It's over an hour. I wasn't anticipating on going over an hour again. An hour is always the goal, and I always overshoot it. So, let's see here. So the only 311 song you like, Mariana, is Amber. See, my sister would just be like, "Oh, Amber's a great tune." Blah 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 blah. I don't even know. I can't. I don't know. I don't even know what song that is. Yeah, Ice-T, metal band Body Count. They're a good band. They're a super good band, and I saw them live at the first Lollapalooza, and yeah, they put on a really good show. Ice-T, I remember when Ice-T started to do metal with Body Count, and it was a big switch when he joined, or when that band came about. It's kind of groundbreaking because he was, prior to that, just a hip hop rap artist. Yeah, Hawaiian Time, 1 hour show, 1 hour goodbye. There you go. I mean, Um, yeah. Okay, so yeah, okay. Medium 7 Up. Yep, on the same page with Linkin Park. Few good tunes, but yeah. Um, Seattle, grunge music capital or something? Yeah, yeah, for sure. Seattle is where the grunge scene took off. I mean, obviously the term Seattle is used a little bit loosely. Some of the most iconic grunge bands like Nirvana actually got their start in Olympia, Washington, where I went to college. I mean, it's an hour away from Seattle. And then Screaming Trees, another iconic grunge band, they are an hour east of Seattle, up in the mountains in Ellensburg. So when people say, Seattle is the scene, they really mean that loosely. They don't mean it just in the city. Um, so Yeah, you're right. Yeah, Ice-T did get censored because, yeah, the Cop Killer song was a big deal when Body Count did that song. In fact, I kind of feel like 20 years later, it's still actually 30 years later. We're not going to do that math, but I think it actually is 30 years ago when that song came out, and it's still a big deal. Like song still causes controversy. Well, yeah, comfortably. Nirvana was from Aberdeen, but they didn't do their shows in Aberdeen. They didn't get their start as a band necessarily in Aberdeen. I mean, they were from there. Well, two of them were. But as far as like performing and stuff, they they were an Olympia band, actually. And I mean and then they got bigger shows and moved up to Seattle, but Olympia really was where they got their start. Um, so Terry Gilmore, before the pandemic, we attended a 3-day outdoor ACL music festival. Had a blast, but agreed it was our last festival. Decided we're now built for cushion seated indoor concerts only. Ah, boot. Yeah, Terry, I'm really proud of you because before the pandemic, that's not that long ago, I had my this is my last festival moment a long, long, long time ago. It's hot, it's sweaty, it's in the sun all day. No. So I feel ya. Yeah, I get it. I mean, I don't necessarily need the cushioned indoor seats. I'll still stand up and, in a club at stage side, but a 1-day festival? No. A 3-day festival? No. No. I don't know if I mentioned this, but no. No. Let's see here. Yeah, Andre, it is kind of ironic that Ice-T the the arc of his career is a little bit ironic. He goes from singing about being a cop killer, and then now he's playing a cop. I mean, shoot, he's been a cop on that show for a decade now or something. I mean, um, yeah, Kurt was from Aberdeen. I want to say Chris Novoselic might have been from Aberdeen as well. Their drummers never were. They went through a quadrillion drummers. And then obviously Dave Grohl was the drummer they ended up with, and he was from the East Coast. So that's obviously he's not from DC. Obviously he's not from Aberdeen. I think he was from DC, but he's not from Aberdeen. So let's see here. Oh, wow. So, oh, Mariana, no way. You're hoping to get pit seats at the Green Day Weezer Fall Out Boy show in Miami, but you spent all your money on your wedding stuff. Well, first off, your wedding stuff is probably more important than that show, but that show does sound pretty awesome. I do like Weezer. Green Day is awesome. And quite frankly, Fall Out Boy doesn't bug me. They're a very cute little, like, I know that if I was younger when Fall Out Boy, if I had been a teenager when Fall Out Boy was the thing, I no two ways about it would have been a huge Fall Out Boy fan. My Chemical Romance, I would have been all over that band if I was still a teenager, or a teenager when they came out. Yeah, there's Yeah. That sounds like it'll be a good show, actually. I mean, it doesn't sound like it'll be a good show because it sounds like it's outside in Miami, and it doesn't matter who's playing at an outside show in Miami. That doesn't sound fun. But the lineup sounds like a good lineup. So what is hey Terry Gilmore, you say what is the ACL? I don't know what I mean, I know what the ACL is in regards to a knee, but in regards to the music festival, ACL, I don't know what that means. So, Mariana, I missed the rock concert scene. Yeah, sing it, sister. I mean, I'm getting a little old for that, so I haven't been to live shows like I used to, but when I was your age, can't believe I just said that, but when I was your age, I would literally be going to rock shows Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Wednesday nights, and be a big show, little show, whatever. And even still, as a grown up now, I totally miss the occasional let's go out and stay out late and drink too much and listen to live music. I totally miss that. I can't wait until things are well, I guess things are opening up. I guess what I'm really saying is I can't wait until I'm more comfortable with the fact that things are opening up or that things are open, so I can go check out a live show. Because right now, the idea of going to a crowded live show where people are hot and sweaty and breathy, like, no, no. So I don't know Jay Boog and the Green. I don't even know what or who that is, Andre. Um, Oh, Austin City Limits. Oh, really? And you were one of the most senior ones at the festival. That's interesting because Austin City Limits isn't really, I mean, that's not really a show for kids, but okay, okay. So, the only punk show you ever got tickets for was Dropkick Murphys in Houston. Dropkicks put on a good show. They used to open for a band that I used to watch a lot called the Super Suckers. And Dropkicks put on a good show. So, oh, hey, Lissy, good to see you. You and Hans just bought tickets for Guar in November, first live show since COVID. Awesome. Where's Guar playing? I remember, back in the day they used to play bigger arenas. I can only assume it's a smaller arena now. Um, I wonder, yeah. Hey, man, where's Guar playing? I can't believe that Guar is still around. Um, so let's see here. Oh, Jay Boog and the Green are Hawaiian reggae, real big with Polynesians. Oh, okay, right. Well, yeah, and then that makes sense that they'd be playing in the Bay Area. I wouldn't be surprised actually if I looked it up. They probably had shows in Seattle. Showbox Soto. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, right. Yeah, that's actually Lissy. That's what I was wondering. Is like you can't really play. Guar can't really play the Paramount because they've got nice seats. So okay, right. Showbox Soto, the only place they can hose down. Yeah, that makes sense. Showbox Soto's nice, but it's Showbox south of the Dome. That's what Soto is for anyone who's wondering. And the Dome would be the King Dome, but it's not the King Dome anymore. Anyway, Soto is the neighborhood that is south of the sports arena district in Seattle, to explain what Soto is. And Showbox is a Seattle club. They have two of them. The original club is right by the Pike Place Market on First Avenue, and it's one of the oldest ballrooms in Seattle. It's got a floor that is bouncy because it was a dance hall, so the floor actually has a bit of a bounce to it. Beautiful, beautiful club that they were going to tear down to build some condos, and virtually the entire music community and historical Seattle. And, there's a lot of historical buildings in Seattle that are being torn down, and it seems like there's nothing anybody can do. But when they went after the Showbox, no. And so the people who bought the building thinking they were going to tear it down and make a lot of money with condos, I don't know exactly what happened, but they did not get to do that. So we still have the Showbox by Pike Place. Showbox Soto is more of a warehouse space a little bit. I think it might even be a bigger arena than the one across the street from the Pike Place Market, but it's just not got the same, it's just not the same. But it is concrete floor and easy to clean up for a band like Guar, so I can totally see that. So let's see here. Terry, is the downtown showbox near the Lusty Lady? Yes and no. It absolutely used to be right across the street from the Lusty Lady, but the Lusty Lady no longer exists, which is horrible because First Avenue, I mean, you wouldn't recognize the First Avenue now. It's so clean and sparkly and gentrified. It's not the strip clubs and the arcades and the peep shows that it used to be. It is much nicer now. But yeah, it used to be, or it is right across the street from the Lusty Lady. So, okay, all right. Dave Bruckey did die, but see, I thought that there was a death in Guar, but but they took over. Okay, all right, that's cool. Yeah, Lou's Arcade was down the street, Comfortably Yum. Yeah, those arcades, the whole nine. The first concert you went to was the Dead Kennedys at an old club called on Broadway in San Francisco way back in the 80s. That's cool. That's definitely, you've got some street cred there, Andre. Jello Biafra does not like me at all. I got his girlfriend way too high once on some weed. She was from Chicago or from the Midwest, and she was not used to West Coast weed. And I told her, don't take a hit of this. I outright told her you should not be smoking this, because she wasn't a regular weed smoker, but it was a special occasion and she wanted to have fun. So she took a hit of it and she freaked out, basically. I knew she would. But yeah, Jello was convinced that the weed was laced, blah, blah, blah. And so, yeah, Jello doesn't like me. Well, so let's see here. Yeah. Andre, you are correct. I don't feel bad that Jello doesn't like me. Jello doesn't like many people for long. Although he had this girlfriend for years, so he did like Stephanie a lot. I was friends with her, and that's anyway. But yeah, no, you are correct, sir. Jello does not like anybody for very long. That is for sure. Comfortably Young. Yeah, you saw DK at the Showbox. Yeah, the old Showbox, the one across from Pike Place Market. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. That's exactly where they would play. Yeah, Lusty Lady, I think, had a couple outlets or whatever on the West Coast. I want to say there might have been one in Portland as well. And I believe, but don't quote me, I think all of them, I know the one in Seattle was a co-op owned by all of the dancers. So it was, women owned and operated strip club, which was the only one. And it definitely had a different vibe. Iconic Seattle Lion Market. Really was a shame. I realize, yeah, strip clubs aren't really the face we want to present to the tourists. I get it, but I don't know. I miss the Lusty Lady. So your friend got stabbed afterwards. That tracks comfortably. Yep, at a Dead Kennedy show. It might happen. You saw Black Flag in Berkeley. Awesome. So yeah, it sounds like we've got a lot of little old school punkers here. Yeah. Okay. So the Lusty Lady was also the female owned and operated. I thought that's was true for all of the Lusty Ladies. Is what I'm trying to say. But don't quote me. So cool. Well, shoot, it is getting to be 6 p.m. and I was only shooting for that hour. So we are already at an hour and a half. I think that we should think about wrapping this up. And so I will see you on Thursday at 4:30 p.m. And then we'll do the Thursday, Sunday from now on. And hopefully next Thursday, day and a half from now, whatever, when I put out a reminder link, you won't have to go searching for me. Hopefully, I will have figured out how to make that link work. But we will see. We will see. So, oh, interesting. Oh, okay, wait. We're going to wrap this up in a minute, but I'm going to point out something that Lissy just pointed out. This was also the first time that you bought ticket insurance like like adults in case there was a significant Rona resurgence around the holidays. Smart. And I had no idea that there was such thing as ticket insurance. So, yeah, there you go. That's awesome. That was a good. That was a good plan. Oh, and then Comfortably thank you so much. It's like you're a moderator and you know how these things work. Hit the like button if you can, if you liked the chatter this evening, and subscribe if you have not. Hit that notification bell as well. All the yada yada YouTube things that I completely forget to say. And I want to thank you so much for coming in at Chatter with Statter. Oh, and I don't know if you guys noticed, but I got a new banner. Andy Boomatai. Andy Boomatai is just great. Daily Pigeon Live. He created that banner for me. And so now my YouTube channel is a little bit more customized for Chatter with Statter. And so thank you, Andy. I don't know if you're lurking and part of the K crew, but thank you so much for that wonderful gift. And if you don't know who the heck Andy Boomatai is or what the heck I'm talking about, Andy Boomatai, he streams every day, the last 448 days, every day on Twitch at 6 a.m. Hawaii time, 9 a.m. West Coast time, noon p.m. On the East Coast. And it's basically a chat show similar to this, only with a little bit more content. He's got some videos, plays a little bit of music, and basically we just sit here and chat. So if you're not familiar with Andy Boomatai and you've got nothing else that you want to do, that you've got going on at 9 a.m. in the morning, and you want to come hang out with the folks who've been hanging out here, then please join us all at the Daily Pigeon Live on Twitch. And oh, there's Andy right now. Yeah, thank you so much, Andy. I just it was such a joy to have that in my inbox waiting for me. So let's see here. And then, all right. So Andre, I'm not sure what you're saying. So I won't talk about that. Go into a trance and give Lono information. Yeah. There's no Lono information to give right now. Lono does have a channel. You might want to check it out on YouTube, Calpe'epe'e. But if you don't know who Lono is, I haven't played any of his music yet, so you'll see. Wait, you'll see eventually. When I figure out how to play music, Lono's music is going to be the first music that I'm going to play because he's given me permission to play it, and I won't have any copyright strikes. So, all right. Okay. All right. Oh, it's a bad joke, Andre. Okay. All right. So thank you so much for joining me here on Chatter with Statter. I will see you next Thursday, 4:30 p.m. West Coast time. And I am so thankful that you guys put out the effort to actually find me today. It was great seeing you.